All right, what episode? What episode did you watch till?
I'm on episode 859.
59.
What just happened? Luffy went through the mirror with Brule, and he happened to be on the Nuts Island where Big Mom is rampaging. And
Oh,
Sanji
you're
and
almost
them are-
you're almost at the end. What? Wait.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. So like by next week I'll be done with it. So we can just talk about it entirely. He can talk
That's a
about
lot of
it in entirety.
That's a lot of One Piece.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought you stopped once they got to the wedding.
No, I've seen the whole way. I've seen all of that.
That's a thing of the past. What are we talking about?
Because I remember when I saw you last week, you had just gotten to the scene with
With the
Yeah.
cigarette.
the
and all
cigarette
that.
scene.
Yeah.
I can't light my cigarette. Hit me like a truck.
I think the last time we talked, I think I just got to like I think I was like in the middle of like the last
you
time we
were.
did our podcast.
So we're probably going to be talking because there's a lot that happens in Zoe. So maybe he will get a chance to talk about Whole Cake Island because we can't skip over Zoe because that was a lot of important stuff
Zaw!
up until this current arc Wano, and even more specifically the act 3 of Wano. Zoe was the last big information dump on everything.
Raizo!
So let's get started with Zoe.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that sounds good.
So I need to ask you a question, Alonso.
Okay.
When you found out, when you found out, because you know, like with Jack and everything going through rampaging.
Yeah.
By the way, were you shocked to find out Jack was a fishman?
Wait, what?
He's a fishman.
Yeah,
How do you
Jack's
think,
a fisherman.
Wait, Jack is a fish man?
how do you
Yeah,
think
yeah.
he didn't die at the end of Zoe?
I was just really confused.
Yeah, he's a fishman.
I didn't know he was a fish man. I didn't even pick up on that at all.
Yeah, he's a fisherman. He doesn't look like one. Looks just like a in GGA. But yeah, he's a fisherman. He's a swimmer.
I didn't know that at all. Like I literally I just thought he was a regular guy. I don't know. I didn't know why he could survive underwater. I was just really confused, honestly.
Yeah, you'll learn like 2,000 episodes from now that all three of Kaido's big three, he got some special boys up there.
You remember the elephant's name?
So
No. Yeah, Zoe technically. But do you remember the elephant's name?
That they were on.
you mean wait, the elephant? Like was it a smaller elephant than the big elephant?
No, the one carrying the entire.
I'm talking
yeah.
about Zoe, yes. But what was the name of that elephant that was walking Zoe everywhere?
Oh, I don't know. I thought his name was Zoe.
No. That was the name of the city.
They yelled the name when Momo gave it a command.
What was the name? I don't remember.
Well, you gotta go back. You're gonna have to go back and look at it. It's gonna be on the test. It's very important right now. Apparently, that elephant is the most plot important part of One Piece.
For some reason, yeah, it's
Hold
kind of
on.
like Sea Kings, but it's a little different because the elephant, I almost said his name. The elephant had to well, fuck it, I'll just say it, but you just gotta have to
Zunisha?
Yeah.
Zunisha, yeah. His name is Zunisha.
Okay.
Remember that name. It's gonna be on the test later.
Okay.
And it was weird because I remember fucking Shirahoshi, her Sea Kings, she just kind of yelled and they showed up to help her.
She couldn't control hers.
He couldn't control hers, but Momo had to command his for him to do something. Because for
Okay.
some reason Zunisha was just taking all that damage. She was like, "This is fine. This is all right." And then
I
Momo was like, "No,
didn't.
it's not okay." And he said, "Okay, yes, sir."
No, Zunisha was like, please, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Tell me to do something. Please.
Mhm.
My knees hurt.
My knee,
Help me.
help me.
Okay.
My back is against the wall. Help me.
Shit hurts. My
Because
legs.
I didn't
My
link
leg.
them together. I didn't link the giant mermaid and Momo together that they
Well,
could both
it's
talk to
similar. It's not the
animals.
exact same thing, but it's a similar issue. And there's a theory as to what's going on again once you get to Wano.
Okay.
So this is the what I want to know, because so you saw what happened to the people, right? How they got attacked and everything.
Yeah.
What was your reaction when you found out that they went through all that just to help they homie out?
I was just shocked because like the whole time I thought that like they didn't like
Know what the fuck
samurais
he was talking
or
about?
anything. Yeah. Like I thought they were all just like afraid of samurais or whatever. Like they didn't like samurais or anything. And then to find out that they actually were like I actually like I was convinced that he actually wasn't there. And like nowhere in my mind did I actually think he was there. And then to find out that he was there the whole time, I was just like, dang, like this
Yeah, they got
this has to be very important to
That
go through
moment-
all of this.
That moment when Kinemon, Conjuro, and Momo show up, and Luffy and all them is freaking up, and they go, Raizo is safe. I was like, no, they did not.
bruh.
I was shocked. I was like, what?
Just talking about it now still gives me fucking goosebumps.
Oh, them right there, those are true homies. They will ride to the end.
I ain't never seen ride or die work like that before. That's crazy. That's crazy. They did not care. They said, "Yeah, ride or die. I'm ready to die. I don't want to be here. He ain't here.
You gonna have to kill me because he ain't in here."
Ain't no Raizo."
Dude, that was just
Dogs
good,
going on. That ain't me. Must be thinking of some other Duke dog stuff.
I'm not sure if you've seen RDC Worlds, their Hood Olympics 3 video that they had did, but it's just like that was straight gold medal in interrogation right there.
Bruh. Oh man,
I'm telling you, it ain't me. It ain't
it's
him.
not me. It
He
ain't
not
me.
here. I don't know why you still here. Go on home. I ain't no snitch.
I was very shocked.
I really like the instigation Olympics. But that's a side note. That's a side note. He ain't here.
Yeah, Raizo is not here. You can go.
Ain't nobody. You know,
I don't
Raizo.
need that arm. Take it. He ain't here.
Then
They ain't gonna make him appear.
Raizo's,
He ain't gonna show up because my arm gone.
his like character reveal is funny too.
Oh, yeah, the big head.
Yeah, because he didn't look anything like I expected him to look, but at the same time, I wasn't surprised.
That's One Piece, man. That's Oda.
Ninja.
Did you like
do
his
cool
Nippon?
ninjas? Do cool ninja shit. What?
Did you like his Nippon? Little ninjutsu show that he did?
Yeah. No, it wasn't a ninjutsu show. He just happened to be using it.
Yeah, he was doing a little show for him because they were like, do some ninja stuff.
No,
And he was
remember?
like, huh?
Yeah, he was said like I wasn't doing this for a show. I just happened to be using it. That
Yeah,
was
he
it.
was doing it for a show. He was,
I know he was.
he was like, oh, I can't let the kids down. Yeah, I'm gonna show him some ninja stuff.
That was funny. And then what else? What else happened? Oh yeah, and then Momo and then Luffy could hear the elephant too. And like that's what I thought. I thought Luffy was gonna command the elephant. And
Why?
because he could hear it too. I thought he was gonna do, and then it said like Luffy. The episode title was like Luffy and something to do with the elephant.
Man, Luffy already has an 8 million man fleet. He don't need a giant elephant
Yes, he
On top of-
does.
But you know what? If there was someone who could have a giant elephant on their side, it would be Luffy. You saw what he did with that Kraken.
Yeah.
And Luffy has Laboon. That's all he needs for giants right now.
Yeah, Luffy got a Kraken and a whale. You don't need an elephant.
Yes, he
Luffy is
does.
on
Like,
Kraken
go
at the
ahead.
time.
Somebody else can have an elephant.
Like as soon as the elephant started talking, the first thing I thought of was like the psychedelic tandem war elephant from Adventure Time. I was like, oh shit, Luffy's gonna get an elephant.
Oh my god. I haven't thought about this stupid elephant in forever. What did they do with that? That thing showed up the one
Nothing.
episode.
It literally, I think it came back. It had maybe like one more cameo ever, like in the rest of the show.
Fucking psychic tandem war elephant.
But
And then,
okay.
and then,
Yeah.
so then the next thing was the big reveal on not only Momo, but so this is where we start to get to the beginning of the end for Roger. Where they actually, this is where they're going to start talking about Roger more. Kind of holds up
Yeah.
with Whole Cake Island. They kind of detour from it, but this is where it begins. What were you where they start learning about the fact that there is nothing at the end except something telling you you ain't done yet.
Yeah. That was kind of confusing me too. 'Cause they're saying like you're at that, you get to the end, and then it kind of made it sound like you got to go back around or something, like you got to do it
Yeah.
twice or something.
So you get
One
to,
more time.
yeah, you get, so the way it works is, so the last island that you're what are they called? The bracelets that they wear. I
Log
forget.
pose.
Yeah, your log post. The last island that your log post takes you to. It essentially says, all right, you made it here, but this ain't the One Piece. Go on, find it. Here you go. The last island contains a stone, a poneglyph that explains there's there's the 4 red poneglyphs. And so essentially once you find those, like you have sailed the entire Grand Line at that point. You do reach that point. It's just that's not where the One Piece is.
Isn't it supposed to be like in the middle of them?
Yeah,
Somewhere?
it's based off where all 4 islands cross.
It's not a complete like plus shape, because then it would be too easy. You would just need like 3 of them. You gotta go find where the other one is. So this got like a kind of like a peace sign kind of looking symbol almost. It's
Yeah.
weird.
Also, I can't remember. Did they explain did they explain the origin of poneglyphs in there?
Yeah.
Okay, I
they
couldn't remember if it was
said
then
they
or later.
were crafted by their clan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wano made poneglyphs, so Wano know a lot.
Okay. So they're crafted by
Some
their
might say
clan.
Wano know way too much.
Yeah. Or at least that family were like the main people who could, or the main people who they're the originator. Yeah,
Burrito.
yeah.
It
Wano
was
did it.
specifically their family, right?
Yeah,
I'm pretty
Kozuki
sure.
fam- Yeah, the Kozuki family were they were tasked with keeping things recorded on those because it was the only form of record keeping that could never be destroyed.
Was Momo able to read the Chronicle?
No, because
No.
Momo never got it. His father's gone, so he didn't really get a chance to do that lesson.
Okay, I wasn't sure if he had gotten around to that or not. I totally forgot.
It's supposed to be you can read them and then you are able to add to them.
Yeah,
And that was a
They're
weird
supposed to be
thing
the great history
too,
keepers.
but Psych no.
where Momo all of a sudden became like their leader. Like that was a little weird.
Well, it wasn't by his choice, but
That's true.
Yeah,
You know.
Yeah, Momo went through some stuff.
Okay.
Momo
I've
been
seen
through the
that far
ringer.
yet.
And,
family, you know.
but I can't wait till you learn about his dad. His dad is one of the baddest men to ever walk the earth.
With no pants.
In a little
Yes.
bit. I mean, I haven't seen much. I don't think I've seen him actually.
No, yeah, they don't show him until Act 3 of Wano.
Don't worry. You would know if you knew him. You would be able to say his name.
Yeah,
You'd
he will be
screaming
very.
his
Yeah,
name.
he is very identifiable.
Yes.
And I'm kind of hoping once the English dub gets there in like 25 years,
Mhm,
that
mhm.
the guy that voices him is the guy that voices Jelly Jiggler. Because that's the voice. That voice would fit perfectly for his personality.
Oh no.
Jelly Jiggler. Don Patch and Jelly Jiggler.
Because he got that deep, serious voice that also comes across as clownish. And that's exactly who that man is.
Didn't he was like, wasn't he like, I was kind of getting confused with his story too. Like he was part of Wano, but like he wasn't like exiled from Wano, but was he just like
He wanted
kind of
he
went
wanted to be a
against?
he wanted to be a pirate.
Okay.
That's all. He just wanted. It's a man that was in charge of a country that said, "Nah, I want to be like those guys over there." He was like Ariel. He wanted to be where the people are,
Ugh.
sailing and plunging,
But
finding the One Piece.
isn't Wano like they don't let anyone in
Yeah, they're
or
closed.
out?
Yeah, they're a closed nation.
Racism.
And then
We're
Whole Cake,
supposed to be
Whole Cake's like the
representative
opposite of that.
Yeah, Whole Cake is everyone can come. Whole Cake is the
Euphemism.
U.S. Whole Cake is the U.S. Wano is Edo Japan.
Okay. So everyone in the Whole Cake is fat. No,
Yeah.
everyone's not fat, but there's a lot of food.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
It's the reason why diabetes is so prominent in Whole Cake Island. It's because it's America. It's the reason why the ruler likes to eat its people. It's because it's America.
Can you make the case? Is this like an actual thing? Or no?
The what?
Is
I
this
mean,
like
she
an
doesn't-
actual thing
she
that
doesn't
people
eat the-
say?
She doesn't eat. Oh no, that's just how I always thought of it because of
Oh.
the fact that it's nothing but junk food. Their ruler steals souls, and you got every nationality there, but somehow no one ever really gets along.
It's like, don't you say that? I don't think I've seen one vegetable in Whole Cake Island.
Perfectly balanced.
Yeah,
Jesus. Okay.
to be fair though, with Whole Cake Island, and this is getting a bit far into it, but I mean, part of the issue is their main guy of architecture. All he can do is turn stuff into meat and cake.
I thought it was any food. It's literally just meat and cake.
Well, as far as that, I mean, you can't really slice something into a vegetable. So for the most part, he turns it into meat and cake. Also, Big Mom don't like veggies.
See that?
And she got the strongest body on the planet, so you already know.
Yeah, and I don't know.
True.
After what I just found out, there may have been some of Big Mom's crew that would have looked like me if I was in the One Piece world back then. I'm just saying, like, I may have had to appease Big Mom at some point in time.
These are valid points. These are
You don't want to be Big Mom's ex-husband.
I might have. I mean, they just showed what Big Mom used to look like, and I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, I haven't seen that at all.
That was just last week in the
it's
manga.
very recent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was just Friday in the manga.
Up to
So-
that point, there had only been like a silhouette of what she used to look like when she was on What's His Face's crew.
Rocks.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's kind of a baddie. I'm not gonna lie.
He made her a baddie. I just don't
Yeah,
see how because I've seen her as like a 5-year-old. I don't know. I just can't see the
Yeah, it's-
transition.
She had a prime. She had a prime. Let her
Yeah,
be.
she did. There
Alright.
was a point where Big Mom was like, you know what? I'm gonna start exercising. I'm gonna turn my life around.
There's a
this
reason
crew.
so many people wanted to have children with her, Alonzo. All right.
And, I mean, you
She don't
kinda-
got all them kids from looking the way she
I
do
thought
right
she
now.
was just. I thought it was forceful.
No. Did
Nah.
you see how Pound was reacting when he told her he had to leave? When she told him he had to leave?
Oh, that's fair. I did.
I was like,
kinda
no, please. I'd be a good man.
That's fair. I was under the assumption that it was all like by force, to be honest.
Nah, Big Mom had a line.
It was precisely the opposite of Force Alonzo. It was volunteers from across the sea. Had to be there.
She said, "Who want these sweets?"
And suddenly
Here's
everyone got a
tribute.
sweet tooth, you know? It just happens sometimes, you know? She fucked a fish, dog. That's all I'm saying.
Always forget that. Like that I always forgot that she was one of his kids. And I'm like, when I
Mhm.
realized that, I was like, wait, like that's a mermaid though.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
so I'm like, I'm pretty sure to do that, you gotta get it on with another mermaid. But
She got fish semen put inside her.
she said, give me that tail. We can make it work.
She said, every race.
Another thing I'm confused about, like, is she a giant or is she not a giant?
No, she's just a really big person.
Okay.
All I want to do is see you turn into a giant woman.
But yeah, she's just that big. That's why in her flashback, her parents gave her away because she was really big and she had unnatural strength.
Yeah.
But that's why
Elbaf,
she's obsessed with giants because they're the only people she feels normal around.
she thought that she was a giant, I think, for a little bit when she was
Yeah.
around the Elbaf area. And they were like, yeah, she fight like us, so it seemed right. But then they got scared because she was a little too strong. So
They were like, hey, we can't have nobody that be like that when they can't eat.
they said, hold on now.
We ain't
Very
carrying no, we
powerful
don't got no
5-year-old.
pills on us.
So they sent her away, you know, orphan.
With what's her name, Caramel?
Yeah, Mother Caramel.
Yeah.
That twisted bitch.
It's all right. She got consumed in her entirety.
Yeah, that was a while. What did you think about that, Alonzo? When
Wait,
you found
what?
out? Did she go into her? You went to her flashback.
Yeah,
Did you
but I
see
don't
how it
really. No,
You
I
saw
don't
how
know
it
what.
ended, right?
I don't know what happened to Mother Caramel.
Did you see what happened at the end?
Were you? Oh, you didn't piece it together.
Oh, yeah. So
Oh, buddy.
you know that scene near the end where they have a celebration for Big Mom and she starts eating the stuff.
The sweets in the middle.
Yeah, you notice how nobody was there when she finished.
I thought. Yeah. Wait. What? Yeah.
Yeah, you notice how the table was gone too when she finished.
Uh-huh.
Wait, she ate them.
Yes.
Yeah.
She went into
What?
an eating rampage and accidentally ate everyone.
Are you
That's
serious?
That's what
Yeah.
that's what the one dude was talking about when he saw the whole thing and he
Yep.
started laughing.
Yep.
And that's why Hydrogen,
Hyrudin.
him, the guy on Luffy's crew now. That's why he was freaked out when he saw. That's why he was scared of her. Because he had been watching. They had both been watching her from a distance.
I
Yeah,
had
she ate
no
both.
idea. I'm
Yeah.
so shocked right now.
She
Yeah.
ate
Like-
all them boys.
Yep. That celebration did not end in everyone celebrating.
Yeah, that's how she got.
I-
That's also how she got Mother Caramel's power because she just consumed her and the devil fruit inside of her.
Yep.
By the way,
I-
yeah, if you eat somebody whole that has a devil fruit, you can get their devil fruit power because it just transfers directly to you instead of to the nearest vegetable.
It's partially explains how Blackbeard's thing works too.
Yeah,
Yes.
but Blackbeard, he was eating something else.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah, he was.
he
Yeah.
had a different type of goblin that he was doing.
Mhm.
Give me your cum, white beard.
Cover him up. Cover him up.
Alright.
Nobody sees this.
It's not, but it hasn't been explained yet. But that's essentially what people took from it is okay if you eat somebody whole before the devil fruit has a chance. Because they explained that when in Punk Hazard it was explained that when something that has a devil fruit dies, that's why when Smiley exploded, one of those apples turned purple.
Mm-hmm.
When somebody dies, the devil fruit will go to the nearest fruit and then transform it. But so using that along with her getting Mother Caramel's power instantly, it's believed that okay, if you can consume a person whole as they're
And you
as they
technically
die.
count as the fruit.
Yeah, and it just goes straight to you.
Not that many people consume people whole, but
Yeah.
we had to make an exception for hunger pangs over here.
I
Yeah,
didn't,
she ate Mother Carmel and the kids.
I didn't
She
think
didn't
that
even
at
notice it.
all. I just thought that like I'm so shocked because like I just thought like Mother Carmel just like left with the kids.
Yeah,
And
Oda
like, she
was
just
real subtle
decided to
about it.
leave Big Mom. Like I
She
didn't
was
think
real
that
subtle
she
about
ate
it.
him. Jesus. That is
Also, Mother Carmel was a narc working for the military.
she was.
She's like,
Is she-
yeah, come on over to my orphanage. I got goods people for you.
It was so weird because like she was when she was selling them. She selling them. She was selling them into the Navy.
Yeah, she was selling them to the Navy. Her whole thing was she found kids and then trained them to be Navy members. And
Okay.
she came across as peaceful because they wanted giants on their crew. So he was like, yeah, I love giants. They my friend.
Mm,
And if I remember correctly, that whole thing where giants were being executed had been staged to make her look good in the eyes of the giant race. Mother
Yeah.
Carmel is why there were 5 giants and during Marineford. That was her fault.
forgot about
That actually was her fault because those 5 giants were part of the people, she said.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But all right, let's at least get to the start of Whole Cake Island now that we went into Big Mom's twisted backstory.
I didn't realize he didn't piece it together. It's just really
I
funny.
figured he didn't piece it together.
I
'cause it took
didn't.
me a day.
at all.
No,
Like
that's
I,
fair.
It was,
realize what
Oda
had
was
happened.
subtle about it. Oda was real subtle about it. He was like, "This should probably only be for the people who would like to really know."
Yeah, he had it happen so fast that you like unless you like it all happened so fast you don't realize it unless you like take time to actually think. Wait, what?
Yeah,
happened?
I mean, and it's kind of really dark too.
it is
the
like she
only
just
thing-
ate like 10 children.
Yeah, the only thing that tips it off is the fact that when she's done eating, the table is gone.
hmm
Because at first I was like, oh, she must have been hallucinating from her hunger or something,
Yeah,
and they weren't actually there.
Where'd everybody go? Fat bitch. All right, okay, let's go.
Okay. We
You
are
watched.
okay.
What do you? Come on.
I'm not done, but like whole kick. Okay. Sanji leaves
Yeah.
and he's like, I'm coming back. He
Yeah.
didn't plan on coming back. Meet the Vin Smoke family,
Yeah.
meet Puddin. That was a thing that I didn't expect either, was Pudding being actually bad.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, so speaking of, so with the Vince Smoke family, like, so how did you feel? What was your reaction finding out that Sanji was royalty?
I wasn't severely surprised per se. I mean, I didn't know what his family backstory was. Honestly, the thing with like Sanji is like I just like took in his like story with like Zeph and like Barati and stuff, and then past that point, I never really thought about like how he ended up with them. Really, for
Yeah,
some
it seemed
reason,
like enough. It seemed like enough.
yeah, it just seemed like that was it. Hello.
Do you have to use the bathroom before I shower?
No.
All right.
I, I didn't really think of like it was weird because I like when they were doing the backstory, it was weird to me that I didn't think what led up to Sanji being with them.
Yeah, and that's why earlier on during Alabasta, I said to remember his nickname that he used himself, Prince. That's where that nickname comes from. Him
Yeah, it
being
wasn't a
prince.
joke.
Yeah, he is
Okay.
a prince.
Call me Prince because I'm the third son of a fucking king.
That was a very subtle thing, but is he a king?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a conqueror that the world government recognized as a king, so he would stop conquering things,
Okay.
yeah.
and then
he's like
he went back to conquering things.
he's like a conquistador sort of. So
Okay.
so he technically would make for his children being princes
Yeah, his whole
or
thing,
princess.
Because
Good.
I mean, his entire kingdom is essentially cloned soldiers, but
I was he's a king, but he's like his kingdom like moves and like all his citizens are like clones besides
Yeah.
like his like kids.
yeah, his kids are the only ones that aren't clones.
Not that they're not
yeah.
And they're
machines.
androids.
Yeah.
Well,
Except Sanji.
cyborgs.
Yeah.
Sanji's the only human thing there.
We can talk about Sanji's backstory. Because that was very sad to watch.
Yeah, he was seen as a failure in his father's eyes.
Fuck boy.
You like cooking? What is this slave shit?
We don't cook, son. That's the help's work.
Making food for rats?
That was the other thing. They also had all the people that they enslaved.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like the one girl that made their meals. Like they have people from areas they conquered that they just took and kept.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Their main population is the clones, but they also have people that clean and everything for them.
I didn't know where they were.
Clones?
I didn't think they were slaves. I didn't
There's
know they
everywhere
were
else.
slaves.
Well, I guess you could say what's the word? Subjugated.
Yes, yeah. Okay. They're basically slaves. They're slaves. You
Yep,
could say
there you
that.
go.
Might be treated a little bit better than regular
Forcefully subjugated.
Yeah. And then he got a backstory. I don't know, just watching that backstory, I just felt bad the whole time. I was just saying this just sucks.
Sanji had it bad. That's why you think he turned to women the way he did.
Yeah,
Never had
because
that
his
tender
mom
loving care because his mom died.
and his sister. His mom and sister were nice too.
What was it? Reiju? Is that his
Yeah,
sister?
Reiju.
Yeah.
Because it's 0 to 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that number system was a little weird to me too. Because you said she's 0.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the dad is just J for judge.
Yeah, it's Judge. Yeah, Judge.
Okay.
But yeah, Reiju is 0 because technically she was born before he went through with the enhancement thing. So hers were added in to her later. That's why she still has personality.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Humanity. He had a kid and he was like, nah, we gotta fix this.
It's like, all right, 4 boys? Oh, here we go.
That is messed up. I don't know, like him at all. Like
I felt really bad for the mom.
I didn't
Not
see-
not because of her situation, but because she had to eat Sanji's cooking before it got good. And it was really bad. And she was already sick. So I was like, man, she's like suffering.
he threw it
all
over
the
the
time.
edge.
She loves it.
All the time. She's suffering.
She'd do
all the
anything for
time.
her boy.
Bro.
Whatever it
It was
takes.
like fish and like liquid and like
Bro. And she was
sandwiches.
probably already throwing up from the fucking sickness by herself.
She was
But
like,
that
I already
fucking-
ate poison. I ain't got nothing to lose.
That is
Yeah.
so tragic that happened to her.
And I was confused too. Like, did she have 4 kids like on the same day or something?
No, she had quadruplets.
Okay.
It's
Quadruplets.
quadruplets, yeah.
Your quadruplets.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had quadruplets, and then they got enhanced. Judge had them become enhanced inside of her.
And she took the poison. And
Yeah,
then
she took the poison to
Sanji-
try and negate it, and it only worked on Sanji.
Okay.
Which is why Sanji was the favorite. Because he's a human. And
And
shit.
then what? Okay, sick mom. And then his brothers just like beat him up all the time.
Yeah,
And then
Because he had the most punchable face.
apparently.
he had,
Oh no,
honestly,
literally, he didn't have the exoskeleton. He had the most
No.
punchable face.
his
Yeah.
brothers had punchable faces though.
They were like,
Yeah,
man, this
yeah,
feels
they
soft.
did,
It's like
yeah.
hitting a pillow. Y'all, get over here. Give us a try.
Like his brothers were so punchable. Like they're so funny too. But yeah, I felt bad for them. And then like I guess it kind of made it a little better now that I know that like, what is their range of emotion? Do they have any range of emotion?
They don't have any emotion at all. That was the fault that that Reiju explained during the wedding scene, is that their father created emotionless killing machines, and that was their biggest fault, because when they were on the verge of death, all they did was make jokes and didn't take it seriously. Because they literally
That's
went,
crazy,
"Oh,"
huh?
they're like, "Oh, look, we're about to die. Ain't that weird?" And Judge, because they didn't have the survival instinct like Judge and Reiju did, so they were like, "All
Sitting
right,
back
guess
in
we're
their
dying."
chairs. They said, "That's crazy, bro."
And Judge was like, "Why won't you do anything?" And he's like, it looks like we're gonna die.
They just point up. Why don't we look at her? What are you gonna do?
You see her? But I bet you
I'm
was
fighting
bad
that.
back in the
Fuck.
day.
You know, she ate her fucking mom. I'm about to fight her, bro. Nah.
Dude. Yeah, they're all weird. And then that cloning thing, are they gonna go into more depth on how they can clone people?
Probably not.
He's a very advanced scientist, but they kind of explain they go a bit more into Judge somewhat during Wano. Like I
Okay,
said, Wano was the next major dump of information,
okay.
specifically Act 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raiju, and then they lock Sanji up in a cell.
Yeah.
And then
Steel
Reiju helps him
thing on
escapes.
Yeah.
And then Sanji's living a nice life, and Zeph goes, "I'm about to raid that ship."
Yeah, that was
Yep.
funny too. Because I thought that was gonna be Zeph's ship for some reason. And then like to find out that he just got like on a regular ship. And
Yeah,
then
it was a vacation ship.
yeah. And then Zeph showed up and attacked that ship, and then he ended up joining him. I was just like, well, it's
After
fine.
those fucking days on that tiny fucking island where they were
Yeah.
fucking starving, because you know Sanji's life was always great.
Sanji been through the ringer. He was like, "I can finally have a peaceful life where I can cook and nothing can go wrong."
Like, boy,
Pirates! And then Sanji was like, "I finally have a foggy father figure that I can cook with and nothing will ever go wrong. Hey, I want you to join my crew."
No, first it was Don Krieg. Is that his name? Don Krieg?
Yeah, Don
Don
Krieg.
Krieg. Yeah.
Poison Man.
Sanji always just wanted to cook.
That's it. That's it. That's all he wanted, bro.
Now look at him. A
Honestly.
pirate with a bounty and everything.
Freaking Don Krieg. Okay. So yeah, the Sanji backstory made me like, I feel like I've liked Sanji more after the backstory, and
And that's why I
the
explained to
depth of
you,
it.
like Whole Cake Island takes up like it will make you really appreciate Sanji, especially because I know we jumping around a bit because a lot happened, but especially the scene with him, like the wedding scene. That's what I said when I was talking about how he made somebody, because how he changed someone's sides just by being a decent man. He called
the
that girl
second-
beautiful.
that's the
He said,
second
"That
time
third
this
eye
has
is
The year of
happened.
Sanji when that whole cake started. He said, "We need some Sanji appreciation in this bitch," and he just
Sanji-
wrote it up. He just
San-
wrote it up.
Sanji went, "I know you want to kill me. I know you hate me. I know you hate my family, but I'm just going to say you are the most beautiful person I ever laid eyes on. Especially that third eye right there. Oh my God, it is gorgeous."
Yeah.
He
See, I
done-
was,
He sent her into a mental conniption. She was like, "What?"
I was confused because
He hit her with the
this
sweet
is
talk. He
the
said, "Listen here,
second
man.
time that Sanji has actually succeeded with a woman. And I'm getting confused because this is uncommon.
It's the year of Sanji.
He said, "Listen here, baby. I don't care about that third eye. I'ma still love you the same.
Because first it was
3
Violet.
eyes, 5 eyes, 6 toes. I don't care. You still beautiful to me."
Would you still love me the same?
And then it's so shocking because she's like so in love with him, with everything he does. And I
Because
was
he
like,
did-
bro,
And remember, because he did that after he found out that she had lied to him about how she felt. That was after that cigarette scene.
yeah. Which was a very sad scene as well.
It was.
Because he was low right there. That was everything. That was his last little bit, was her being all right. But nah.
It's like, who's gonna want that man right there?
Yeah, that was so mean. I was like, bro, I hate this character. I hate putting it right now. It's too deep.
but he loved her to the point that he has given her he made her bipolar. She has split personalities now. She
That's
can't
crazy.
focus anymore.
That's crazy. He
She's
made
like,
a new
"Oh."
disease out of her shit. Right
Mhm.
there.
He
There's
loved the
an-
mental illness
um,
right into her.
Another thing about Pudding's character, like in the world of One Piece, is having a third eye that weird compared to everything in the world?
Well, think about it. Have you seen anybody else with 3 eyes?
Honestly, no.
Exactly.
But the other thing about it was, it's not that it was such a strange thing. It's just that in her experience, she hasn't really had much positive affirmations about it.
Yeah, that's why I said that when I was making a joke about them being like America, like they have so many different groups of people, but yet they still all hate each other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not sure if you've gotten there yet, but Katakuri went through the same thing.
No, I haven't. I
You
mean, I
haven't
know that
done it?
he's embarrassed about like he doesn't show anyone his mouth, and like I've seen the scene. That was so funny. See it was skipping
Oh, the
around.
donut scene.
Yes, that was so
So
funny.
when that happened, when they made the house and everything, my first thought was like, "Oh my god, he's about to open that door and he's gonna be fucking those donuts."
He was kind of, but no.
Because he opened the door and all you hear is, "Ooh."
Yeah.
Fucking those
Donuts.
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 I love donuts.
Donuts. Like I was so shocked. I was just like, bro, this character has been so serious and hard boiled the entire time.
Hard boil. But he really went. But yeah, I opened that up and I was like, oh, I want to see what's in that door. And that, like, him just sitting there eating donuts was the one thing I was not expecting to happen. I was like, oh. I was really expecting. I really was expecting to be doing something like fucking those donuts. It's because of how built up it was.
See, I just thought it was either going to be like some sort of like power up going on in there. I thought he was like recovering, or well, he was recovering.
Yeah.
Just not the way I thought he was going to
Can
be.
we talk about how Katakuri stopped in the middle of a fight to have his daily snack?
Yes, he was 40 minutes late.
Yeah, he had his daily snack. Not only that, he had time to let them build him a house to go relax in.
No,
That's a
he
real
built the
man.
house.
That's a real
build the
dude
house?
right there.
Yeah, he made it with Mochi.
Oh yeah, because like imagine you just fighting somebody and you go up. It's 5 o'clock. Put a house together and just go inside. I'll be back. I got something to do.
Because no one enters the shrine. I was so, and then his mouth, it was so funny because like by how serious his character looked, I just felt like there had to be something goofy about this character. And then like just like how deep his mouth became for eating the donuts was just so funny. Like his chin was like on his stomach.
Yeah, he got a big mouth. I think it's like an eel's mouth that he has.
Okay. Wait, he's a fish man?
No, he's not a
No,
fish
no,
man. That's
no.
just how his
Oh.
mouth looked.
Oh, okay.
He fucking probably tore it open so wide after eating donuts like that all the fucking time.
Yeah, that's why he has the he has the stitching on
He's
the
got the
side of it.
stitches, yep. Because he had an encounter with the damn Joker, and let's put a smile on that face. He
He's
said,
like, "You
okay,
like
donuts, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, you like donuts, kid? I can make it so you can eat lots of donuts.
He said, bet. All right.
His character is so funny too.
Yeah, he has pelican eel teeth.
Okay.
I don't know what a pelican eel is
He
though.
kind of looks like you know like the guy in the SpongeBob, the original SpongeBob movies, like chasing him around like the biker.
Oh, Dennis.
Yeah, that's who he
Yeah.
reminds me of. He's a cool character. He's like, anything you can do, I can do better.
So we gotta talk about it now though. The Luffy Sanji scene.
Like kicking him.
Well, that
Yeah.
whole because that's I think we've been handling really well with taking one thing and going all the way to how it plays at the end. But yeah, the scene where like Luffy and Sanji fighting and then Luffy vowing not to eat.
Oh, yeah.
So how'd you feel watching that fight? Did it hurt you?
It did hurt me.
Did it hurt you?
And honestly, it did hurt me because I was
Why?
like, bruh.
Like it was like Luffy versus Usopp, but they actually they both were fighters, and two, this was after they got their power ups post time skip.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, this is like the second time that there's been a duel between Straw Hats.
It wasn't really a duel since Luffy
Technically,
was-
the
I
third
mean,
time if you
no.
count. Technically, it's the third time if you count the fight at Whiskey Peak.
What fight was that?
Luffy and Zoro fighting. Because Luffy
When
was
was-
like,
what was
these
that?
people fed us and you killed them. And he said, Luffy, they're bounty hunters. They're trying to turn us in.
That fight was a
That's why I
little weirder because
That's why I said technically it's the third time because it was a fight that they had, but it was since it was so early into the series, it didn't have the weight that that the other two had.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, it was like an episode, and then it ends with them both beating up Miss Wednesday and Mr. 8.
Okay.
Like they show up and they're like, "Will you get the hell out of here?"
Forgot about that. Okay.
But yeah, and then because the scene I really want to talk about is the scene where Sanji shows up with the straw hat bento box.
Oh yeah.
Like you want to like that for me that was the saddest scene in this entire arc is seeing Luffy just sitting there by that rock, half dead.
He's very hungry.
Yeah,
Very hungry.
he was like, "Do you have food, sir?"
It was all messed up. Yeah, that was a sad thing because the food was messed up. And Sanji was like, probably not gonna like this. Probably doesn't taste that good. And then Luffy's like, nah, it tastes great. I love this.
It's like,
He said,
"It's
"Dog, I
very
ain't
faint."
eating in like 2 hours. Can you feed me?"
But I mean, speaking of ride or dies, the fact that Luffy was willing to take his own arms off
Oh
to get
yeah,
out of that prison cell.
that was gross too. And Nami was like, stop, stop. It's fucking gross.
I didn't realize Luffy had a limit to how far he could stretch.
I thought he had a limit.
Well, just because the fact he's rubber, I didn't think he had he had a limit.
Uh,
Like, I didn't think he was capable of tearing his own arms off.
I never thought of it being a thing either. But like, I think like his skin was ripping.
Yeah. But yeah, when he started just spinning around, he's like, I'm going to rip off my arms and I got to escape.
Fuck these arms, bro. I don't need this.
What's the guy who's supposed to be watching? His name Opera.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He messed up so bad.
The
Yeah.
milk man.
yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna learn a theme with the Big Mom crew is that a lot of them, like a lot of Luffy succeeding came down to her crew. Well, Big Mom being incompetent, one, and two, her crew being so scared of her that they don't want to actually say anything's wrong when there's a lot of problems.
Yeah. Like Big Mom is like, I get why
Like
she's
you saw
an
what she do to her
emperor.
one son.
Oh yeah, she just like sucked his soul.
Yeah, she ripped that shit clean.
I'm nom, you know. It's-
Like
She said, "You got any cake?" And he went, "No," and she went, "Yoink! You don't need this shit."
I'm
I
just
think
hoping
that-
this for you.
I think that is one thing that I kind of like aren't too fond of Big Mom about is like she's pretty like maniacal. She's been like maniacal most of the time. I feel like,
That's because she thinks with her stomach.
yeah. Like she's like an emperor by like chance, I feel like. Like she
Well, I
just
mean,
happens to be like severely strong.
Yeah, she's really strong and she can suck out souls.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's very stupid. Well, also she's impenetrable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she's just like very powerful, but like I haven't really seen like much like thought process from her, I feel like.
Well, I mean, considering the facts, she grew up without any kind of real parental figure, and the only sort of older person she had that she kind of respected told her that everything she was doing was completely valid. And that's been her
Yeah.
entire thought process growing up.
Yeah,
is-
her head chef all just enabled her entire life, so she didn't really mature.
And she wasn't exactly there to tell her at any point, yo, slow it down, because at any point that she could have, she was already in someone's stomach. So, Big Mom's not really, mature. She never learned that.
Very silly
She
time.
said, "I'm here to do two things: eat and fuck."
Yeah.
And I don't see a cake in
Very
front of me,
basic thing.
so open up, spread them.
Tearing stuff up over cake. Wicked. Okay. Yeah, that was one thing. But now that you explain that, it's like I get that. She hasn't really had any parental figures or
Yeah, she,
education or anything.
And
of that
anyone
nature.
who has told her that what she's doing was wrong wasn't strong enough to dominate
Reinforce that.
her. No, yeah, she's just like, all right. So, well, if you can beat me, I guess, then yeah, you might be able to make a point. But there wasn't no way like that.
You're like, you like getting your soul taken out? Because I can rip it out one time.
She said,
Oh wait,
yeah, prove
speaking
to
of
me I'm
soul
wrong."
getting removed, let's first a moment of silence for our homeboy Pedro.
Oh yeah, that was sad.
All right, moment over.
Just-
So he's officially dead then, because they've been doing this to characters. We're like, oh, they're dead, and then they come back in the end. They're like,
Oh, yeah,
they actually came. They're actually
Yeah,
here.
Pedro is
Song,
dead.
bro.
There is no body.
Okay.
There was no body left.
He is soot. There's
Okay.
nothing left of him.
Well,
That's
I'm
why they
glad.
explained. So that's why they put up so much on the aspect that he was going to die, so they could let him actually be dead and people not.
Oda
be, "Oh,
needs
he's
you
gonna
to be
come back."
sure when people are gone.
So it was,
Yeah.
he's
not
going
sure
to be
they're
dead
not gone.
soon. His life's coming to an end soon. Yeah, he's blowing himself up. He is dead.
Okay.
Ain't no dust gonna be floating, coming showing that he's actually alive or anything.
Yeah, because I was a little like skeptical of whether he was actually dead or not, because characters be coming back a lot.
Don't worry about that.
So he's actually dead.
One
So-
Piece has an official body count of 3.
No way. Yo, are you serious? You're kidding. No, it doesn't.
Other than like non-important people, like background characters.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Ace, Whitebeard, and Pedro. I guess Roger, if you want to count him.
I mean, Arlong's gone too because his neck is kind of snapped, and we don't see his one poster nowhere no more. So
Wait, Arlong is dead? I thought he's alive.
They never show him after the fight,
mm-mm.
but he did. I mean, his nose was bent, his neck was crushed in by Luffy's foot, had a house fall on him. Like
And when they showed all the wanted posters of the people Luffy beat, Arlong's face was crossed off with some red X. So I think they kind of alluded to, he didn't survive that encounter with Mugiwara like everyone else who was able
yeah,
to.
because like Hachi and everything, and their bull came back, but
Yeah. They were talking about like that whole crew whenever Hody was like all about it. And he was like, yeah, it's the Arlong fucking pirates. And then Hachi came back. He was like, ain't no Arlong nothing no more, dog.
it's just like, hey Hody, hey Hody, I wouldn't mess with Luffy. I seen what he can do to
I
people.
said, listen, dog.
It's like,
Hey, them niggas died too.
hey, come here, young blood. All right, come here. I know.
Hody was
I
like,
know
man,
y'all think
fuck
y'all
Luffy,
invincible and
man.
everything.
And
I
then
know y'all
Zoro
think-
sliced Hody, and he was like, "Oh, I
Yeah.
can't fuck with his fucking boys." Okay, all right, never mind.
He is like, all right, hook me up.
Y'all got the Skittles? Give me the Skittles. I
Look,
need.
they ended up dying too. Or
No, they
I
are
guess
dead.
they're not
They're just really
officially
old.
dead.
Yeah, they're
Right.
elderly.
No, yeah, give them like a week. They'll probably.
I'm about to say, like, I assume they're gonna die. They're very old.
But
Oh yeah, and then speaking of Fishman Island, the one dude tried to get in the box and then it exploded.
oh yeah. Oh wait, also wait, I just thought about it with the wedding scene. You met my favorite character in the entire series.
The
Like that
Pelican.
isn't one of the main crew. Big News Morgan.
Yeah,
Oh my
fucking
gosh.
Pelican.
Big News Morgan. Oh my god. One of the best side characters Oda has created.
Who is he? I don't
He's
really know
fucking-
much about him.
He's the
He's an
fucking
albatross.
news bird.
Yeah, he controls all of the news in the entire One Piece world. Everything
Really?
goes through him. Yeah, he's the one that distributes everything. Why do you think they have
Okay.
seagulls as their form of news delivery?
So like with the Doflamingo thing, like he was like
Yeah,
the one
he's
who
the
did
one
that.
that gets he's the one that gets all that information out because he keeps spies everywhere.
Wow. Okay.
And you gonna learn about one of his big spies in like 1,000 episodes, but you're gonna learn about him. You've
I
already
think
met
what
him.
Alonzo was talking about was when Delphi made the fake news.
Oh
for-
yeah, he's the he
Yeah.
put that he's the one that put that out.
Okay. Yeah.
But I mean that was something that tricked even the government, so
yeah.
I always assumed that the newspaper was ran by the government.
no.
No.
The way it's supposed to work, Big News Morgan runs all of the news, but he typically gets paid by the government extra money if they want him to alter certain things.
Okay.
And you'll find that out during the second interlude at Wano. But yeah, they'll usually try to bribe him if they want certain facts twisted or a story spun a certain way.
But
and
then they
depending
tried
on
to
how
jump
much he
all
cares
fucking
about
big
the
news
story.
Morgan. And Morgan was like, nah, the news is the truth.
But and depending on how big the story is, that he may he'll sometimes be like, okay, you want me to say that the world government made crime go down 5% when it's up? Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, that sounds
Sure.
fine. Yeah, that's cool.
But if it's something big that he knows he wants the world to hear about, when he goes, Korea, big news, that's when you know nobody gonna buy that away from him.
Let the people know. The people need to see.
Very powerful.
Man, he's
That's
the
good.
person that photo I was put in the Discord chat. The this is big news. That's him.
Okay.
Korea, big news.
And then I'm trying to remember the jobs of the other like side characters that showed up to the wedding. The one
you
lady.
get Stussy from CP0.
Yeah.
You're gonna learn more about them after this arc. They are you got some old faces on CP0. They're the big bads.
Okay.
Like they
What
work
is the,
direct. They're the secret police force directly for the nobles.
Okay. And then there's
no.
the guy who drops the box. What was his job? What did
Not
he
to
do?
drop the box.
Yeah.
No.
He had one job. Couldn't fucking do it.
I can't remember the other people because I know someone was like, yeah, like to CP0, she's like, what was her name? Like Delicious or like
Stussy.
something with pleasure or something?
No, it's Stussy. Her name's Stussy.
Not her name, but like her job, quote unquote. I forgot what it was. Like her
Oh,
underworld
Queen
name.
of the Pleasure District.
Yeah. Is that like hookers? Like what is that? Okay. I don't know.
They have you know about as much as Stussy as we do.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I don't remember the other people, but that dude dropping the box, that was so funny.
One fucking job. One.
But we got to take a moment to talk about the MVP of Whole Cake Island, my man Brooke.
What a fucking champion, dude.
Like,
That whole fucking arc. What a fucking champion.
Carried Straw Hat like while Luffy and Sanji was doing their thing. Brooke was like, "Hey, we are here for a reason."
For real. He went down there. He was like, oh, we just gonna fuck around and pretend like we didn't show up here to grab what the fuck we came here to grab. He said, all right, yeah, sure. Y'all do y'all thing. I'll just hold Big Mom for like 5 episodes. That's fine. I guess I got it.
Brooke was definitely that definitely was a great Brooke moment that was needed.
Because not only did he get the poneglyph from Big Mom, but he also walked up and just beat the fuck out of the picture of her mom.
It was,
Like that, like when I watched that scene, I was like confused, like, who the fuck is the dude wearing the Luffy mask?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Because it freaked me. Because at that point it had been like 3 a.m. when I was watching that whole part of the arc, the wedding, because I was trying to watch that to wrap up. And I see all the monkeys that are disguised as Luffy, and then I just see one person that's dressed up like, I'm like, wait, is that supposed to be like a gag or something? And then he just starts walking around in the background. He just pulls out the hammer and smashes the photo.
I didn't know that was Brooke either until
Yeah, that was Brooke in a Luffy
mhm,
mask.
mhm.
I was so
Mhm.
confused. I was
Such
like,
a scary
dang, Brooke
thing to
is
see
like,
pop up.
Brooke is really doing it this arc. Like, God, he just pulls it out of his skull. He's like, oh yeah, I got all the copies.
He's like, yeah. I don't know how she didn't notice it.
He said, "I can't read none of this, but best believe my fucking calligraphy is on point today
Brooke
because
was,
I
I
got it
mean,
all."
because Brooke was sitting there, he was like, I could have escaped Big Mom, but I knew what she used to look like. She was we were, because I think because I'm trying to think, Big Mom's what 70, so I think he was still alive when she was out at sea.
I'm pretty sure he was about. Yeah, he existed. He's like 40 something,
Because
maybe
Big
50
Mom
now after
is
being dead for some time.
she's 68. See, he would have been nah, he would have been 30 when she was born.
Wait, whoa, whoa.
So yeah, but he wouldn't have never met her. But he was like, it's like when I was on that ship though, it's like when I was on that ship, I saw pictures of Big Mom floating around, and they kept me going for a bit. So I had to stay with her for a while, get to know her.
And her panties.
Yeah, hey Lin, you ever want any skeleton kids?
Oh, bro.
Dude, I could see Brooke doing that. It's like he's like, oh yeah, he was like, I could give you some skeleton children if I had it. Yo!
Bro, it'd be more along the lines of, yeah, we could have kids all the time, except I don't have a penis anymore.
It's like I don't got the bone that I need.
But I do got milk up the ass. I'll tell you that much.
Definitely had a big moment. I thought he was gonna defeat like her, the Cloud and the Sun.
Nah.
Yeah, because he can essentially command all the other souls that she uses, but because Prometheus, Zeus, and Napoleon are made from her own soul, he can't control them as easily. He'd have to
Essentially, their souls are just a little too prominent of a
Yeah.
thing.
You gotta have a bit more willpower.
It is very interesting how similar their fruits are in terms of souls.
And I think that's what she loved so much about him was one that he was dead, and two that he could control her. He could mess with her souls.
And she said, "I ain't fucked a skeleton before. I gotta add to the collection, I guess. Shit."
Bro, Brooke was sleeping right next to her too.
Yeah, he's chilling.
Brooke was on the time of his life. He's like, I dreamed about this moment on that ship. She ain't look like this, but I'll take it.
Good. Prometheus and Zeus are funny too.
Oh yeah, you're gonna love Zeus.
Well, I've seen Zeus. Well, Zeus freaking, because when they were chasing.
Oh yeah,
them,
I think you've seen it by now. Where with
Yeah.
Nami fucking with Zeus.
Yeah. I was like, these thunderclouds are so tasty. And then he just turns to a giant cloud. And then I, for a second, thought that they were at least going to damage Big Mom with that giant, like, lightning blast thing. Like, I thought she was at least going to have a scratch, but it was nothing.
Nah, bro.
And I think you're at the point now where 'cause with her hunger pains, they also show what she looks like. Like her hunger pains also, because it isn't explained, but I believe that essentially when she goes into her hunger pains, her body starts going back to how it used to look, and that she's only that fat because she's constantly because she constantly burns calories. But I think they showed it at that point when she got real thin while she was chasing him down.
It's only if it lasts for a while too, though. The fucking hunger pangs, like 30 minutes. It's too much.
Yeah.
I'm just at the part where she's tearing up the peanut island.
Yeah, that's what I think she's starting to slim down, but she doesn't get back to her prime size.
Yeah, she gets closer to like old witch form. Just like haggers down a little bit. That's all. Not too bad.
But so what else is there's so much that happens, but I want to make sure we have some for next week too, because there's a lot.
Sparrow.
Oh yeah, Parasparrow.
Is that the candy guy?
Yeah.
Well.
Oh wait, what I almost forgot about fucking Capone Beige.
Oh yeah.
Gang bang Capone,
You like that drip that they had him in?
bruh.
Wait, what do you?
My boy Gangster Gastino
What?
representing.
Wait, oh, you talking about Caesar
love gang bang
Clown?
Capone, bro. My dude.
Not Caesar. Gangster Gastino.
It's a whole different man
Bro,
now.
that scene was so funny because I really like. It's like I noticed him at first, but I
You know,
didn't.
like you
I
see the
didn't-
hair and you're like, that kind of look like Caesar, and you go, wait,
Yeah.
that is Caesar.
Yep. You would just like stare for a solid 5 seconds, like, wow, he looks a lot like wait a minute.
Wait.
But they're like no one makes a comment on it. Like he's just like
He's just there in the frame. He's there in the imagery.
He's just in there. He's just like, that's no. But where did he go though?
But yeah, because Gastino started it. He started the Elias Gastino. That's what he uses while he was with him, so people don't associate him with doing nice things. But he uses that in Zoe. That's what he tells them to call him while he's helping him out with the poison.
Oh, he says that in Zoe too.
Yeah, that's where he
Mhm,
uses the name
mhm.
because he's like, I don't want to be associated with helping people. I use my gas for destruction. And he went, call me Gastino. Like, I'm not Caesar. I'm a Gastino.
Gastino.
Did Caesar stay with fucking Capone after that?
No, I was hoping he'd stay with the Straw Hats. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I wanted him to stay with Capone. I oddly liked him being on his crew. I don't know. And that outfit was clean, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it was a clean outfit. Capone had him looking. He was like, nah, you can't just come in here looking any kind of way.
He said, spiff up, spiff up.
He's like,
We
we
part
got
of the
a drip.
gangbang crew now.
Yeah, we got a drip minimum in this castle.
I don't know where
Go get-
Caesar is.
Go get washed up, you dirty.
Because
Clean up.
Caesar got his heart back, and then he's like, "All right, guys, I'm leaving. I'm leaving, guys. Look, I'm really going."
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then a
he-
bunch of stuff happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he actually just leaves. He actually does just leave.
He just fucks off.
He's like, I gotta go find something to do now. I gotta find some women. That was my favorite thing to find out was because he talks about it in Dressrosa, where he had swindled money out of Big Mom
Mm.
for her Giants project.
Yeah.
Because that's what he was doing with all the kids. Big Mom wanted him to create giants artificially.
Yeah, with the fucking candy drugs.
Yeah, and so he was like, this ain't gonna work. You can't make people giants. So he's like, I guess I'll just kill these kids and I use this money on women.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Let's
That
go,
was funny
dude.
too.
Because he was like, as long as I got Doflamingo, I can't get touched. And then Doflamingo with the jelly is like, fuck.
Women and partying.
Oh no.
Yeah, Caesar was doing a little side project for every fucking emperor, man.
Yeah, Caesar made sure his name was always in the hat, was always in the ring.
He said, "Yeah, I can do stuff too. I got science."
Then those rocket launchers were so funny too.
Oh, the ones for Big Mom.
Because I was hoping so hard that they would actually work. I was like, come on, like please work. And then it just did not work at all. And I was just like, damn.
Nah, Katakuri too calm and collected.
He can see into the future slightly.
Yeah, he can see 1 second into the future.
Oh, it's 1 second.
Yeah, he can see 1 second into the future at all times, as
Hmm.
long as he's relaxed.
Yeah.
You gotta be calm, very calm.
And then like, what's up with his power? 'Cause I ended up like looking it up. 'Cause I was getting confused.
He's mochi. He's made a mochi.
mochi fruit. What about it?
But like, he has like Logia.
So it's
It's,
it's called a special paramusia,
Mm-hmm.
which they kind of just call anything that they can't classify in anything else. There's theories going around that there's actually a 4th class of devil fruit that encompasses things like that, because it's mostly a paramusia, but it all functions as a logia. Because he can't turn into mochi, he's just made of mochi.
Okay.
Think of it like Luffy's made of rubber now.
Yeah.
So he's got the properties of a rubber body.
Yeah, so
So, like-
because of the fact that mochi's a liquid, he's technically a Logia because stuff will go through him. But it's a but it's not a Logia type because he can't
Because
just
he's
turn
not.
into
It's
Mochi and
not.
fly off.
Yeah, it's not like a pure element almost, like a true Logia would be. So it's not necessarily the fact of he can't fully be that thing. It's like he can still kind of like be affected by like non-hockey stuff, but he would be affected in the same way that Mochi would be affected by that kind of thing. As opposed to like Ace, who was fire, and if you punch through him, he could just, make it be like, no, that was fire, not me. So it's a weird difference.
So he's always Mochi.
Yeah, he's always
yes,
Mochi.
yes.
Okay.
It like the whole dynamic that they tried to set up, that don't try to set up with it, is essentially he's just like everything Luffy can do but better. That's what what he's trying to spin up with how their fight is initially started.
Yeah, Mochi is more bendy.
Yeah, it's more
Katakuri's point.
It's more malleable, and you can actually like cut him and stuff, and he won't bleed because he's Mochi. It's like
He's
if
made a Mochi. How did that
it's-
happen?
yo, he took a bite of Mochi. But it's kind of like if you were to combine Luffy's Gum Gum fruit with Buggy's Chop Chop fruit, because how Buggy can get sliced in any way, but he can't get shot. But Luffy can get shot, but he can't get cut. It's kind of like taking those two, putting them together.
Okay.
That was why Katakuri was doing all of Luffy's attacks back at him.
And why he could like kind of expand and make more Mochi stuff, as opposed to Luffy just being able to just stretch.
Yeah. Luffy just punches really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have more fists, so I'm better.
That
But,
makes sense. And then his armament hockey looks different too.
Yeah, it is different. He's
It's
got
kinda
more
like
willpower.
rectangular. It's kinda interesting.
Don't worry about the solid lines on Katakuri. It's okay.
See, I will say, Whole Cake Island was where the animation started getting back to normal, but it's not going to be as pristine. It's not pristine until you get to Wano.
You're working on it. They were working.
Monte said that the animation in Wano is really good.
Oh, it was complete. Like it threw me off because I didn't realize it until they do the Wano introduction. I'm like, this is beautiful.
It doesn't just really change. It just changes
Yeah,
drastically.
it's completely
It's
different.
very, very different and very, very noticeable. Very, very fast. You'll know the day you start Wano. All right.
Yeah, it feels like you're watching a movie when you watch, especially if you watch it compared to all the other episodes up to that point. It's like if you've ever seen Fairy Tale. I'm not sure if you watch Fairy Tale up until the Grand Magic Games.
Oh yeah, this shit
how-
changed entirely.
Yeah,
Just
after
like this
after the Natsu fight against whoever it is with Sabretooth, how the next episode it's instantly different and all the designs are different. It throws you off for a bit.
You think you're fucking like deceiving yourself too, because it's just like I just went through like 350 episodes. I'm pretty sure I know what the art style looks like. This,
at first I thought they had just did it for the Wano introduction
mhm.
part because of how they had it all set up. And Alonzo, you'll see what I mean when you get you're close. But with the Wano introduction though, like I was like, okay, that's a neat way to introduce an area. You spiffy up the animation, and then the next episode, I was like, "Oh, it's just staying like this."
It's still going. It's still going. Oh, they keeping it.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I have seen. Like, I know, like, sort of what the animation. I know that it looks different from like now because I've seen like some clips and like some pictures of it. It definitely looks different. I'll just be waiting for the episode where like I see the drastic change.
Yeah, the
Be fair.
biggest difference is that they Oda puts a lot more emphasis on the use of hockey throughout Wano.
True.
Partially because Wano has their own kind of hockey thing going on.
But to be fair, One Piece's art style has probably changed 15 times since he started.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had
Yeah.
you got the golden era all the way up until after Water 7, and then you get the from about, I want to say, Thriller Bark all the way through till the end of Whole Cake Island, where it's just up and down.
And
It gets
then-
at its worst in Dressrosa. Dressrosa was the worst of it.
That's understandable.
Oh man, see what happens when I mention Dressrosa's animation. Brings back some memories of pain.
It was so long. It was so much of that animation.
Yeah,
Can't
it was.
imagine watching that as it's coming out. But
Yeah,
he's
'cause
a
like
wait.
I said, you're only getting 12 minutes of actual episode throughout Dressrosa near the end. It was the Frieza versus Goat. Instead of adding in more scenes, they were like, let's just compress it.
Wait, that was another thing that I think I was talking to Chris about. I think it was like 2 days ago. I saw that Luffy versus Katakuri is the longest anime fight ever.
It is
And I was like,
until Wano, but yeah,
Wano happens.
they just haven't animated it yet. Oh, I'm already shivering. That fight's about to be 3 years.
Yeah.
The fight, and I'm saying that, Alonso, because the fight in the manga has been about it's been about a year and a half now since they started fighting.
he's like, we're gonna blow it out the
And
water.
they're still fighting.
We're still 40 episodes.
I'm like, how can you fight for a year and a half?
That's crazy. And you think about like the fight with like Rob Lucci when Luffy like lost his endurance during the fight, and then cut to now, and we're just like, he's still going. He's still.
Luffy
Still
going
doing
99
stuff.
rounds and he ain't stopping.
He said, "I don't fall. All right, I stand up. I fight."
Yeah, because this happened a few times now where with the fourth gear thing, he has to wait to start
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, it takes 10. You can't use hockey for 10 minutes.
Runs out of juice.
Instead of oxygen. And then I was gonna ask again, 'cause y'all brought up hockey again.
Yeah.
They haven't explained the Minx Electro yet.
Oh, that's so I don't know if it ever gets explained in universe. The Minks are from space.
Excuse me?
Yeah, they're you remember the endless verse that my man Eminem was heading to?
Wait, I'm confused.
The moon people. The
Moon
moon.
people. Moon people, dog.
It's
That's
explained. So when you're reading the manga, it gets brought up because Oda put side stories in his manga covers and like the chapter covers.
Fantastic.
And it's one of
thing
the
to do, by
stories
way.
where and NL NL gets to the moon. You'll get to it because you're reading the manga, right?
Yeah.
There's a cover story where NL gets to the moon and he learns a lot about moon people. But yeah, Minx, yeah, they're from space. So it's just a space thing.
That's part of the reason why they get funky on a full moon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We
Mm.
haven't talked about that. Carrot's Carrot. Oh,
Yeah.
What about there?
that's people. When I got to Zoe, people were telling me that there's somebody you're gonna love, and you won't realize it. And I was like, okay. I thought they were talking about the reindeer bitch.
Mm.
But I was like, oh, Carrot's the one everyone's obsessed with. I'm like, she alright, I guess. It's a rabbit.
We just talk about from an attraction standpoint, just like a character.
People are attracted to Carrot.
I mean, I get it.
She was meant to fit a certain demographic.
All right, Zoe's the furry arc. I understand.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's the furry arc.
I get that. I didn't think she was gonna get on their crew though. I thought the other girl was.
Oh yeah, everyone's still thinking that Carrot's gonna stay with them, but it's kind of looking less and less likely now that we got somebody bigger and better that just popped up in Wano.
I'm back and I'm better. It's all right. You'll see. You'll see.
That
You'll
horn
see.
girl.
You'll see. You're gonna see real soon.
She got the best side boob you've ever
Is her
seen,
name Yamato?
and she's a man.
What? And then your laugh just cuts out so hard.
She's not just a man. She's a dad.
Yeah, she a daddy.
Excuse me.
Momo, I'm your daddy. Oh, you'll see.
Okay.
That's like episode 990.
That's episode later. You'll deal with it.
Episode later.
I am a man. Yeah, no, seriously though, we'll get more into it once you get there. But yeah, Yamato started some fights on the internet about what Yamato was. And then Oda was like, hold up, all right, I don't like speaking about this usually, but we gotta clear some things up.
Let me talk to y'all. Let me look with y'all for a second.
You see that side boob? Yeah, she a man.
I love when Oda gets involved, bro.
No way, she's a man.
Yeah, Yamato's side boob has its own character. Oda made her side boob its own character. It's got a name. I forgot the name of it.
I don't know. I would need to look it up again.
I gotta look this out on Yamato side boob name. I don't want to see the video. I just want to see what he called it. Here, I'll show you the picture of it though.
Where are you sending it?
In the chat. It'll be in the chat for you. The link to it. But yeah, yeah, so it's an argument right now between Carrot and Yamato on who's gonna be joining. I don't think neither of them gonna be joining, but so
This is her boob.
yeah, he made her side boob an anthropomorphic character, like with Zoro's swords.
They're real.
Throw
Yeah.
towards her characters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oda will regularly you have to read the SPSs where he does fan mail. He will regularly do additions. He'll like humanize certain things. He's done the Straw Hats, and he has good and bad futures for the Straw Hats where they look different based on whether it's down the good or bad timeline. And
Oda's like his own worst troll.
yeah,
Is basically what happens with this a lot.
Oda's the master of world building. He's like, yeah, I got all this. These are contingencies. If this happens, this would happen. That's why Oda doesn't even have to think of a story anymore. He
No.
just says, all right, they're in this situation. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. To him, it's not him telling the story. He's just kind of watching it in his head and showing people what happened. It wasn't him. He's like, no, this happened. You guys had to see it.
But yeah, so yeah, their Sulong form, the minks, they can during the moon they can transform. They get really strong, but it drains their life energy very fast.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you see the man that you see one of Big Mom's kids that got the stand power,
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought as soon as I saw it.
the genie man,
I was like, JoJo.
stand power.
Beanie guy. And then
Big
yeah.
Mom.
Like I felt like there was references to JoJo, and then I felt like there was references to Dragon Ball Z. Because I felt like the Vince Smokes, like when they got like their super suits, like it felt very like Dragon Ball Z to me.
Yeah, with all their transformations.
Yeah.
Very Saiyaman.
Or Power Rangers too. But like this is so funny.
Don't worry, Dragon Ball Z references skyrocketed in 102.
Oh, but yeah, because I remember being told that there was people saying there was a JoJo reference, and I thought they were talking about Katakuri at first because of how he dressed.
Oh.
I was like, yeah, I kind of see him looking like a JoJo character. And then the genie popped out, and I was like, whoa.
That was funny. Like that was just like I don't think I've ever seen an ability. Like what is this? Is it just gas? Like what is that?
It's a genie. He
It's
can
a
summon
literal genie.
he is a lamp human where he carries a genie inside of him, and he has to rub his chest to get it out.
Constantly. He has to constantly have his chest
Yeah,
rubbed.
he has to constantly rub himself to keep the genie out. And if he
So
stops, the genie leaves.
It's annoying because the animation, there's a sound that comes with the rubbing.
Yeah, the
so you
squeaky
just
noise.
always hear it.
Like, what do you mean if he doesn't rub it leaves?
Like you know how like with a genie's lamp you're supposed to rub it and the genie comes out.
Yeah.
He has to continually rub the lamp because his stomach is a lamp. He has to continually rub his stomach to keep it out.
What happens if it stays then?
The genie's gone once he stops rubbing it.
That's it.
Oh.
That's all
That's how
there
he
is
keeps
to
the
it.
genie going.
He rubs it, it comes out. He stops rubbing, it goes in. That's the power. That's it.
Okay.
It's
Like some sort of sick adolescent.
yep.
Genie, and then there was the oven guy.
Yeah, there was you got Katakuri, I forget what the genie's guy's name is. But there's Oven, and you got
Smoothie. I love
General
Smoothie. She looks like
who
a
has the
Steven
most
Universe person.
the most twisted power.
I do, literally.
Like I saw her do that and it freaked me out.
That is really weird.
She just drains people and drinks them.
Juice, baby.
Like, what is
That's
the
how I'm
like?
like, hey,
what
she
is the
kinda
explanation of her power? Like, she's like, for what I like her character design because she looks like a Steven Universe person to me. But then like,
Yeah,
She
I saw her, like she
literally-
kind of thick for real. She got
got a lot of leg.
like I got something she can juice, and then she wrung him out and he died. I'm like, hey.
Right, and
Wait
then
a
they
second.
had the three things set up for her to like juice for people's drinks at
Yeah.
the wedding, and one of them was a girl. I was like, what the heck? This is maid juice. So weird.
Yeah, she juices people, and then you got Cracker.
Yeah, the biscuit guy.
Yeah, he gave that was the start of Luffy. So Luffy has multiple forms of his Gear Fourth. That was his second form where he gets really fat.
Is that an official form?
Yeah, it's an official form. It's a technique.
Okay.
They call it
Okay.
tank. It's Tank Man. But the catch is Luffy has to be really fat for him to use it, so he's only used it the one time.
Okay, I didn't know if that was an official form or not.
Yeah,
Or
it is
if he just
official.
happened to
Just
be
only used
fat.
it once.
That was silly. And then when he's fighting Kakuya, he's like, do I just have to eat to win here? Because he was buried under the mochi and he ate his way out.
Yeah.
But Cracker was interesting. I was like, damn, Luffy's getting his ass beat early. This is
Yeah,
really
Tank
tough.
Man is his defensive form.
He hit his limit, and then Nami was like, "You know who this is? This is gonna be king of the damn pirates. He'll eat your ass all damn day."
That's a good Nami moment too.
Yeah, Nami really came. Nami she's one of those people that she's generally played as like the trickster, but she gets some really good moments with Luffy throughout the series.
Nami's an unsung hero. It's okay. It's all right. She actually does a lot. She just, no one really ever takes note of it, including Oda. That's all.
It's like, damn, I gave you tits. What more do you want? Leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Hey, but if it wasn't for Nami, Oda wouldn't have met his wife.
It's true.
True.
It's true. Unsung hero. That's all I'm saying.
Nami got Oda married. Let's just take a moment to think about that.
Shoot. And that maybe that's part of the case why Oda's going so strong in this fucking anime now. Maybe Nami's the reason why One Piece is still going.
But yeah, and then she went and made tea. She made tea from everything. But yeah, when I saw that scene, that was such a good scene when he blasted him into Big Mom's castle. Like, Big Mom, is this your shit?
She said, "Yo, the fuck."
That was crazy.
Punched him across the island.
Out here.
It wasn't there like because he was a sweet there was 4 sweet
Yeah,
generals.
he was one of the 4 sweet generals. They're supposed to be the big 4 dogs.
And the other one got beat by the Mad Monk.
Yeah,
guy.
Matt Monk Roche.
Yeah. And they're having a bad day. Then wait, so okay, and Katakuri's the other sweet. Who's the other sweet general?
So it's category General Smoothie, General Cracker, and then it was General Snack.
Oh, I didn't know.
He just
Smoothie was
lost his
one.
position, so there's only 3 of them.
Okay.
Yeah, he got beat up by one of the most random worst generation pirates.
I don't know. Matt McRouge be putting it. He like. I know his power is stupid. He just
Big
get bigger,
man.
but he be throwing punches. He just goes.
It's just
He's like, I'm not ready to stop fighting.
You
Get
hear
up.
about the achievements he's
Yeah,
gone
you never
through.
see any of the stuff he does. You just hear. About
Yeah, so it's just like him. Really?
it. That's the one.
It looks kind of off-putting. I was like, why him?
That nigga over there smiling. That's him.
His next door hands. That's his power.
What's your devil fruit? These hands.
He just boxes. He just boxes real hard.
It's a big guy.
And I think he's the only one that fights in the crew because everyone else that he's usually with is just attending to him. They're like nurses.
He's got a crew of doctors, and he's just like, all right.
Healers. He's used stole everyone else's lifeline.
I'm about to go box this country. I'll be back. Get my IV ready.
I mean, it brought him up. Look where he is now. Oh, shit.
All my life I had to fight.
And then Beige has been cool too.
Yeah,
It's
Capone
either
Beige.
worst generation.
Is probably like my favorite worst generation pirate.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Gangbang? Yes. He's not even a pirate. He's a mafia boss. This
Yeah,
just-
because did you hear you saw they explained his backstory a little bit. They gave him like 10
Yeah.
minutes. Or he
Where's
was
he
just some
from?
guy that he just started taking over for crime. He started working for a crime
He's
syndicate.
from the West Blue, right?
Yeah, he's from the West
yeah,
Blue.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're one thing I like that they start doing mostly once you go into Wano, they start bringing back the whole 4 blues thing, and now each area is different because specifically with Sanji's family being from the North Blue, there's a lot of jokes that get made about it. You with the Germa 66 comic,
Yeah.
and what was it? Sora, Brave Warrior of the Sea.
I think yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, there's a lot of jokes that get made about that.
And
Once you
then
get to Wano.
Nolan too.
Yeah, with Nolan, because a lot of people, like I think a good third, like 3-4 people that are in the worst generation are from the North Blue. And remember that comic being prevalent in the North Blue. That's all I'll say, because it leads to a few scenes that are pretty good.
I can't even remember who's all like. I know that Beige is from West Blue, and then Luffy's from East Blue, right?
Yeah, Luffy's from the East. Luffy and Zoro are from the East Blue. I don't know where
And
Killer and Kid are from.
I think it's from East Blue.
I think I want to say because I think Doflamingo, well, not Doflamingo, but Law is from the West Blue. No. Law's
sound right.
Law's from the North Blue. Never mind. Law's from the
okay.
North Blue. Yeah, Law's North Blue. Drake is North Blue. The Straw Dude is from the North Blue.
Oh, fuck, what is his name?
I don't know.
I don't know. I fucking know his name.
His name is
Like
Merc now.
Mohawk?
Well, yeah.
Drake? No, not Drake.
No, not Drake. Drake is was the one that turns.
He's
into an
talking about
actor.
the cart dude who
Yeah.
Basil Hawkins. Basil Hawkins.
Yeah, Hawkins.
Okay.
That's it.
And then where's the glutton girl from?
You about to find out in
Okay.
next arc.
Okay.
She's from apparently she's a very important person.
What is her name?
Jewelry Bonnie.
Jury Bonnie. Thank you. I don't know why I'm forgetting everyone right now.
Man, I love Jewelry Bonnie if I knew how fucking old she was. Like, is you 60 or 6? This is very important to know.
I thought she was older. I thought she was like Luffy's age. Is she not?
She can her devil fruit power is she can control her age. She can be whatever age she wants to be.
Yeah,
Oh.
she
That's
can
why,
control her age, and she can control other people's
Yeah.
age, sort of.
If you when you meet when you get introduced to her when she like jumps on Zoro during Sabaody, that's why if you notice she looks smaller than she did when she ran up she de-aged herself to look younger, so she'd look like his younger sister.
I know she like turned like a little girl. So.
Yeah, she could turn to a little girl, an old lady.
You'll see. It's fine. You'll see.
Yeah,
At what point was she captured by Shanks?
I have no clue. I
Because
think
I know that
during-
happened for a
I
time.
think that was during the time skip.
Okay.
She got
That's-
captured by Blackbeard.
She got captured by a lot of people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's her thing right now. She can change her age, and everybody seems to catch her.
But she always gets out somehow. Somehow.
Which I think gets explained during Reverie. I'm not entirely sure.
I
'Cause I don't know. Akainu walked up on her and said, "I've been looking for you," and I was like,
And then
"Oh,
she got
she's
caught.
done." Yeah,
Again.
but she just out and about. So,
Kid is caught too.
oh yeah, you'll see where Kid is. Kid's having some time to self-reflect right now.
He's having a day.
Him and Killer are just having a rough time right now. You'll see where they at, what they
Oh,
up
poor
to.
Killer, bro.
Oh, also, fucking
Poor killer.
Music Man. He's from the North Blue.
Poor Killer.
Whatever the Music Man
Apo?
was. Yeah,
Apo?
Apu. Scratchman
Apu?
Apu. He's from the North Blue too.
Apu.
Okay.
Ugh. But I think this is a good stop point though, just because I want you to finish the the Luffy Katakuri fight
Yeah.
before we delve more into it, because you've seen the donut part, but yeah, there's a lot more that they go into with Katakuri.
Donuts. Nah, that was it. Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I was saying he went through a lot, and you'll learn he has a favorite family member, and it's the one person you don't expect. That ugly bitch.
Is it Brule?
What?
Is it Brule?
That's the old lady, right? That's the mirror girl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, surprise.
Only I can touch my sister.
Katakuri, Sean, what are you doing?
What are you doing with my sister?
Family.
When they revealed that, I was like, really? Her? Why?
What she's been throughout the arc. She's actually been very important to this entire thing.
Oh yeah, she's the MacGuffin for this arc. She's the reason why anything can happen right now. Because she can teleport, she can cross the island at a whim's notice.
And that was another thing about it. Speaking of her, that surprised me is like how much Luffy actually stuck to the plan. Because usually he just like goes off on like his own thing, and things usually don't go exactly how they're supposed to go planned.
Well, you
Like
got to
the-
think about it this way: it wasn't like a plan to go in and do something. He was specifically trying to he was trying to help not Sanji out.
Yeah,
This was for his homeboy.
that's true.
Also, a bomb helped
Yeah,
Yeah.
that helps a lot.
because someone couldn't do the only job they had.
All you had to, imagine thinking all you had to do was watch a box and you fucked it up.
Dude.
But who was supposed to guard the box?
Huh?
Who was guarding the box?
It was
Oh,
he didn't know it was a fucking bomb either. They just knew that the fucking box was important. But
I
it
also-
was somebody from what's up?
I was about to say we also forgot to talk about Baron Tamago.
Aaron Tamago?
His whole thing.
The
Yeah.
fucking Eggman.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, yeah.
Chicken
Eggman,
Man.
Just Eggman, yeah.
Whose power is he dies and gets stronger.
Immortality, essentially.
Kind of like Marco, except he turns into birds.
Chickens specifically.
Chickens.
Well, Marco is a little different.
Marco's a phoenix. Marco is actually a phoenix, whereas
Yeah.
Tamago is an egg that just evolves every time he dies.
Yeah. Tamago's just a new chicken.
Wait a second. He's
Is
a
Tamago
Zoan
immortal?
type user? What the
Is- Is Tamago's on?
No, yeah, Tamago's a Zoan user. What the fuck?
Is he? Is
Oh
that?
yeah, he is actually an egg then.
He's
Oh
an egg.
yeah, why? Yeah.
How does that work? I don't understand that.
Well, you notice how he got cut in half and then he grew into a chick, and then he grew
Yeah.
into a chicken.
What kind of? That's an interesting zone power.
Zone fruits are actually really, really interesting. Most of them are very strange and have this weird ability that has nothing to do with the animal that they are.
Yeah, every time he dies, he just he goes from an egg to a chicken back to an egg. Which came first?
Time ago.
He starts as an egg and then progresses to a chicken every time he dies, and then goes back to an egg. So he can only really get killed by old age.
Yeah.
Or a really strong hockey hit.
Fucking really rotten
Hard
egg.
boil, or maybe being hard boiled too. That'd probably do it.
Tamago is such a weird character, man.
What, you talk about his long legs?
He's Dr. Eggman. That's all I thought about when I saw him.
Yeah, he's just
Him
Eggman.
and Peckham's the adorable kitty.
Peckham's.
Look at my eyes.
Look at those eyes.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about the Fishman and Jinbei.
That's why I said that stuff I would have wait till after you finish
Okay.
the arc to get into all of them, because they all just play together.
Okay. Because Jinbei whipping the ship right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jinbei. Yeah, he is whipping it. Jinbei's like finally a ship that can handle my steering. Watch me ride this wave. Yeah.
That's such a weird concept that a fishman is a really good helmsman.
Because he knows
Like,
the
if
ocean
you've been
better.
He understands the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like ships too. You've been
Yeah.
swimming the whole time. When did you have time to learn how to turn left and right on this big wood contraption?
Whipping a ship is just like swimming. You just got a bigger body.
Sure.
Yeah. It's like the ship is like a limb for him. It's like an
Whatever,
extension
bro.
of his body.
All right, yeah. Greatest helmsman to ever fucking helm.
But we can get it all out next week though once you finish up, because yeah, that's all going just that whole part just kind of all comes together at once in the end there.
Okay.
But yeah, right for now it's them trying to get out while Luffy's getting his face knocked in right now by Donut Man. All right, so are we meeting back up next week?
Yeah.
All right.
Then Monte should be able to come and then he can complain about Sanji. He's been waiting for this for so long.
The ultimate roast session.
Yeah,
Honestly,
we'll give him,
like-
we'll give him 10 minutes to talk about what all he hates about Sanji.
Yeah, I'll let him get it out.
Not allowed to talk again.
But I don't know, like I liked this. Like I didn't really think like Sanji was like bad or anything. Like I liked this part of Sanji's like story.
Well, that's why I said
Oh,
that's why I
God.
said simp Sanji, because I think that's what he hates about him, is that this arc is him being a simp for somebody.
Okay.
But this is also like all of Sanji's best qualities in this
Yeah.
arc. It's like,
Yeah.
well,
So
yeah.
it comes down to how you view it as, oh, he's really a really good person, or oh, he's just simping for this girl and caused all this shit to happen.
Well, it also kind of puts you on the fence of like, are you really a G fan or really a Zoro fan? Do you really like action or do you really like this character? Or what do you like about these characters? Blah, 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 blah.
Do you like
know?
somebody that can take 5,000 punches and walk it off, or someone who's suave and cool?
They're both of those things.
Yeah, but Zoro's more blunt. Sanji's more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, to be
do you like
fair-
somebody who's blunt in everything they do, or do you like somebody that puts that thing on it?
Put that thing on it. And to be fair, Usopp can also take a fucking hit.
Yeah, Usopp. Like honestly, I will say Usopp probably has the strongest durability out of all the Straw Hats.
I would have
Really?
said that until what happened after Thriller barked with Zoro. I don't think Usopp could have taken that.
I don't know. I think Usopp would have did it.
Right.
Because thinking about it this way, Usopp's dealt with as much damage as Zoro did up to that point, but Usopp didn't have the training on his body. Usopp was just taking those hits.
That's that's fair.
Mm.
So you
That's
saw how
fair.
Usopp was throwing around those impact dials like it was nothing.
those should have fucked him up so bad. Man. Yeah, that's a fair
Usopp
point.
should have had arms at the end.
Usopp does
After
have
Water
some
7, Usopp
durability.
should have had
He's
arms.
got, bro. Think back to fucking Alabasta. He took a 4-ton hammer to the back to the face.
Not to mention he got drugged through those walls.
Yeah, Usopp's taking some fucking hits. We gotta give his man his credits.
Yes. Oh yeah, and remember he got beat up by Frankie's crew, and then he did a
Yeah,
duel with Luffy,
Usopp
right?
got dogpiled by all of Frankie's house
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
twice.
And he still held his own against
Twice.
Luffy after that. Except
Beat
for
up
that
and
one
bruised,
hit.
and he was like, "I'm gonna start slapping these impacts at you, Luffy. Keep messing
Yeah.
around, see what happens."
But that's when the impact dials hurt him. You could hear the fucking strain in his arms
yeah.
during that fight. Oh, fucking Usopp. What a fucking champion. The Straw man. Brook man. Man.
I feel like the only character that I can think of who, so far, I feel like hasn't had like a really good moment is Chopper in this arc that I can remember. Well, no, I guess Chopper and Carrot, but like Carrot's not really part of the crew.
Okay. Oh my fucking god.
What?
Sorry. I lost my wallet a few weeks ago and I just found it. After the last of all my shit just came in yesterday. It was under a fucking poster this whole time.
Well, goddamn.
I'm pissed. Yup, all my shit in here. I'm mad.
All right, Alonzo, shut it down.
I'm sorry.
Shut it
Yeah,
down.
This is a good stopping point.
Okay, we'll talk about. I'll have it done next week, I assume. I'm near the end, right?
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you
Mhm,
got about
you're
I
right,
think
man.
10 episodes,
Okay.
and then you got like the 15 of Reverie.
Okay. All right. So I should probably be done. Thank y'all for coming. Do y'all have any final thoughts, final words?
Yeah,
Brook, the
but
true MVP.
I got other stuff I want to talk to you about real quick after the recording. So
Okay. All
Go,
right.
Brook.
Let me finish.
I'll see y'all.
See ya.
All right.